What's happening, everybody? This is Jim from JCRC, doing a little repair on the WLtoys Wild Truck Warrior, model number 10428A. I broke a CV. I think it's called a CV or a CVD joint. I'm in the process of fixing it. The pin that was in it is right here. I'm just going to lay it on cardboard. I don't know if you can see the bend in that pin there, but that's the pin that was in it. I thought for sure that it was broken, but I think I found a way to fix it. But let's go back to taking this thing apart. You don't have to go as far as I did for taking this thing apart. You don't have to take these little screws out on the side. Apparently, right up here, the small screw hole up here and a small hole down here has a couple of Allen keys in it. Right there, these two little Allen keys fit into that hole, or into those holes. You can just pull those out of the holes, and then these upper and lower pins will pull out from that end link there, from the top and bottom right here. Pull those out. Need a good pair of pliers. I use my trusty Robo Grips. So that's where I'm at right now with this. I found out with this CV joint, I don't know if you can see it here, try to get the camera to focus in on it. That's a small spring that's wrapped around the outside of that. And you can just gently work it around the outer edge and just pull it back like a key ring until you get those little holes exposed on the side. And then I just found an Allen wrench. Since I don't really have any pins that are that long, I found an Allen wrench that fits the hole. It fits through here, it fits through the shaft, and I'm just going to trim this down, trim a little chunk off of it, and use that to replace the pin. So let's see how that works. Now, as far as measuring this out, I just pushed this Allen wrench into the CV joint here, as far as it would go. It's hitting on the spring on the back side, which is kind of where I want it to be. And basically, I'm just going to keep tension on it and bring my fingers up as far as I can on it, and then pull it all back apart and attempt to cut it right where my fingers are at. Alright, well, that piece is cut. I attempted to cut it with a pair of wire cutters here, side cutters, and that was not doing the job. So I had to bust out a pair of tin snips, and that went right through it. I just jammed the one end that I was trying to save down into a piece of cardboard here, and then held it between these handles. That way when I snipped it, it had nowhere to go but down there. So let's see if that fits. Alright, well, it appears to fit into the hole alright, which you can't see. There's one of the holes there. So I'm going to take this back out and see if I can put that CV back together. Alrighty. I worked that little spring nice and gently back around onto that shaft there for the CV joint. Got the Allen wrench stuck in between it. And that appears to be fixed. That's how to fix a CVD with an Allen wrench. Some American-Canadian engineering there. And there the front end is all put back together. Got those two little Allen keys put back in where I was talking about that hold these little pins in place. I wish I would have known that earlier. That would have been a real fast way to take it apart. Which is all back together again. Ready for some more carnage. And while it's here and I got it on the workbench, I think I'm just going to pull apart this tire right here and tear apart that CV joint on this side and do the same thing. Cut off another chunk of this Allen wrench and replace the existing pin with that. At least I know that it's not going to break or fail on me. Pretty sure this Allen wrench is a lot stronger than whatever material WLtoys stuck in there for a pin. So I'm going to continue on that. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Oh, here's a little recap. I did trim these pins down, but I decided to leave them full length coming up to the back of the battery. That way they just add a little bit of chassis support from side to side. And I painted the top of my battery black, and I painted all my wires black too, just to help it kind of blend in there underneath the hood there, or the roof. Alright guys, this is Jim from JCRC. Thanks for tuning in. Quick fix on the WLtoys Wild Truck Warrior, fixing a CVD with an Allen wrench. Thanks again. We'll see you.